Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my video where I'll be giving you my 4 things in which I believe Chelsea need to do in order to beat Brighton and Hove Albion later on today. So without further ado, let's get straight into the 4 things. So the first thing that Chelsea need to do, in my belief, is that we need to score early. Brighton and Hove Albion are most likely going to sit back and try to hit us on the counter-attack. So we're going to need to score early like we did back in January 2018, or should I just say January this year, because Brighton, they were trying to hit us on the counter-attack in that game, and they almost did it on a few occasions. But in that game, we scored our first 2 goals very early on in the game. We scored our first goal in the 3rd minute through Eden Hazard, and the second goal through Willian. So yeah, that didn't do them any favors. But yeah, that's the first thing that we need to do. We need to score early. The second thing that we need to do. Now I said this in my 4 things. I said this in my video where I gave you my 4 things in which Chelsea need to do in order to beat Manchester City video. But yeah, I'm gonna say it again. We need to shift the ball quickly in order to create gaps in their defense. Because again, like I said with my first point, they are most likely going to sit back and try to hit us on the counter-attack. But yeah, shift the ball quickly, create gaps in their defence, and also, and in addition to that point, long balls are going to be key. It just depends on who plays up front. If it's Eden Hazard, then midfield runners are going to need our 2 of our midfield players are going to need to go forward in order to pass the ball to him, because he's not a tall player. But yes, the second point in which I've gone with is that we need to shift the ball quickly to create gaps in their defence. The third thing that Chelsea need to do, and it's something that we've struggled with, is that we need to make the most of our set piece opportunities. Brighton do have a relatively tall defence, so it is going to be hard, but we also have tall players, particularly in defence. So if we push our defenders forward and get them in the box, whilst we're taking a corner, for example, then we just have to make sure that we at least pull off a shot and get it on target. So that's the third thing. The fourth and final thing that Chelsea need to do is that they need to mark key players for Brighton and Hove Albion out of the game. For example, Solly March, Glenn Murray, Jose Izquierdo and Pascal Gross. I could give you more, but I'm not going to give you any more because it would prolong this video. But yeah, that's the fourth and final thing that Chelsea need to do. So to recap, the first thing that Chelsea need to do is that they need to score early. They need to score early. The second thing that Chelsea need to do is that they need to shift the ball quickly to create gaps in their defence. The third thing that Chelsea need to do is that they need to make the most of their set piece opportunities. And the fourth and final thing that Chelsea need to do is that they need to mark key Brighton players out of the game. So there you have it. That is my 4 things in which I believe Chelsea need to do in order to beat Brighton and Hove Albion later on today at the Amex Stadium. I'll see you all very soon for my team sheet reaction. Come on you Blues, and peace.